Hey guys, Brent from Dark Force Custom Sabers here. I have a new one for you today. This one has been one that has been taking up a lot of my custom commission kind of time, so you know, if anybody's kind of waiting on getting on board with that, fear no more anymore. I've been working on this beauty, and this guy was a commission by a client who wanted something very reminiscent to the Obi-Wan design. Or the Luke Return, the Jedi kind of designed as well. Obviously, I don't do replicas, so I decided to make it similar, reminiscent enough, but different, with a nice kind of custom flair to it. So obviously, the machining was a little bit different than some of the replicas that you'll see out there. It's not completely spot on, and I wasn't necessarily trying to go for spot on. Because it's a custom saber. It's supposed to have a little bit of a personal flair to it. So the color scheme is a little different too. Colors are different. Obviously, you have no activation box, so there's no clunky outerwear. There also isn't a clip or a belt clip or a D-ring or anything on here either. Kind of for the same reason. But what is on here, and what makes this saber so special, aside from it just being a gorgeous thin neck kind of design with the deep grooves and the nice powder coated kind of parts, it does use an in-hilt LED, and it's running a Nano Biscotti version 3 with flash on clash setup. And I will go through that here in just a moment. But first off, let me just say, and this is also going to be a video for the for the customer as well, so you kind of know what the do's and don'ts of the saber as well. Basically, as it is right now, there's no blade in it, as you can see. It's all put together. There's just no clunkiness. It's all very sleek. It's very streamlined, and I love designs like that myself. You'll notice that you can't turn it on with this little plug inside what is the recharge port. So if we set this guy down, since I'm holding the camera in one hand, pull the this is a kill key. You pull it from the recharge port, and you'll get that boot sound like that, and that's what that is. So you don't want to lose that. That's just a nice custom anodized black kill key. But you'll hear the boot sound like that, and then from there, just one tap on that activation switch, and it fires right up. Got a decently loud speaker in there. Yeah, it sounded really good. Let me get a blade in here for you. Nice. So now we got that blade in. I powered off the saber so you can kind of see a nice activation for you right there. Has a nice fade on effect. Very, very cool. Obviously, you have the swings. It's kind of hard to do while I'm sitting down, but and that's another thing. You have the flash on clash. Oh, and this blade is a custom design as well. It's my own quote-unquote recipe. It's a 1-inch thick polycarbonate blade, and I can't reveal too much about my recipe that goes into there because it's kind of my own little trademark design as far as blades go. But it's very nice, very bright, very even. Yeah, the camera doesn't pick it up so well. It's something that you really have to see in person. So, this is one sound font. This board has 2 sound fonts. That was one of them. Wait. Power it off again. Hold down the button, and it'll switch into another mode like that, and you can power it back on. And now you have another kind of a darker sound font. And now we have kind of a nice, yeah, you get it. Now, one thing I'll do is go over what all these little set screws and things, what you can and cannot kind of undo. I do not warrant taking apart the saber at all. Yes, all the parts do thread together. I specifically machine all my custom builds that way, but I don't recommend taking off the back piece, obviously the middle section, or any of these. That's a no-go. You can obviously loosen and tighten that guy and that guy right there. Those are the two retention screws. This particular build had to require 2 blade retention screws since there wasn't enough blade depth for the blade to go down due to the thin neck design. So those, yeah, you can completely take those out, and those are just 8/32 kind of set screws. You use just an Allen key kind of like that and go right in there and tighten and loosen those until you're happy and the blade is sturdy. That reminds me, this saber can be dueled with. I don't recommend going against the whole the first order kind of thing. It's plenty durable. Everything is quite robust, but being that, you know, there's just not a whole lot of blade depth in there, I wouldn't want your blade kind of slipping out on you or anything like that. You know, it shouldn't happen or anything like that, but you know, I just have to say, you know, I'm not liable for any kind of damage. So anyways, moving on to kind of like more kind of technical stuff. Obviously, you know, this set screw right here helps hold the threaded emitter section into place. So you definitely don't want to mess with that too much. If you feel like anything's getting loose, you can tighten, but I've tightened everything down very snugly, so there should never be a problem. If there is, you know, you can always contact me. But anyways, yeah, this has been you know, the details of a nice video review of my new thin neck custom commission that I did for a customer. If you guys want, I will have I'll have obviously a on my website, I'll have an area that you can kind of go in, and I'll show you more glam pictures. And you know, one thing I will do though is I'll move that guy out of the way, is I'll fire him on with the lights off. And so here's with the lights on. Obviously, as you can see, it's super bright, super even. Kind of gets out of frame on my little display area there, but you get where I'm coming from here. It's very pretty, very nice bright purple blade. And flashes every time you clash like that. It flashes a nice bright white. And obviously the power down effect. And that's about it, guys. Cheers.